y'all? Welcome to another episode of Chilling with Villains. I'm one of your hosts, JB. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Where the fuck have the five of them been all together? I know. Don't worry. We are not arguing. It's not like two people don't like this group of three or this group of two doesn't like this one or yada, yada, yada. I promise y'all it's none of that. Our schedules have just been incredibly hectic the past couple of months, but we promise y'all sooner rather than later, we'll all be here in the studio, chilling once again, and doing these podcasts for you guys. But yeah, you're here with me today, and we're going to be talking about what you've all been waiting for, a reaction and review of another Disney Plus series. So we're here to talk about episode 1 of Loki. I will say this has been my least anticipated, or was my least anticipated Marvel Studios Disney Plus show. But after the first trailer that had dropped, I believe it was on Disney's Investors Day, I was like, wow, this looks great. And I'm excited. I am actually really excited to watch it. It sucks that it drops on Wednesdays, but nonetheless, I'm going to look forward to it on Wednesday nights for myself. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. To the newcomers, welcome. To the returning ones, welcome as well. Yeah, so make sure to stay tuned afterwards for our review. And yeah, let's get this going, y'all. Oh shit. NYC, what up? 2012. The world was supposed to end that day. Almost did. Because of this dickhead. Damn. Dumb dickheads, man, I swear. Because of the Avengers, a whole new show got started. Think about that. Okay. Green, because of Loki. Guys, we're watching Loki. I don't know if you guys knew that, but we're watching Loki. That's where he landed. Yep. Taking place right after. Dope. Okay, so we have 2012 Loki from Endgame. Man, they start fucking his shit up. Yeah, they about to start fucking his shit up. Watch. Oh, he lucky. Because they were like, who are you? What?
Time Variance Authority, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred time.
Yeah, what up?
Hands up. You're coming with us.
Yeah, she ain't gonna ask twice.
Who's us?
She just said who she was.
Last chance variant.
Now get out of my way.
Damn. Oh, my boy got crickety crack. Look at that. Oh, he got cracked in slow-mo.
1/16 speed.
Damn.
Feeling all that pain in real time.
Damn. Get bodied. Stupid. Bro, they just caught you with ease. Oh. Brrr. Bring that ass back. Bring that ass back here. What are you doing? Damn.
Now, hang on just a minute.
I'll be shook too. Like, yo, they just violated my nice Asgardian leather. Oh, kitty. They just violated my nice Asgardian leather. Like, the fuck?
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
What?
No way.
Sign this too.
Oh, this is absurd.
And this.
How long do you think that will take you to write? You should just make a sheet that says, sign all this.
Robotic being, we're born an organic creature and do in fact possess what many cultures would call a soul.
What? To my knowledge. Do a lot of people not know if they're robots?
Thank you for your confirmation. Please move through.
Yo, my guy is shook right now, bro. He's like, yo, where am I, dude?
What if I was a robot and I didn't know it?
The machine would melt you from the inside out. Please move along, sir.
Oh.
Take a ticket. There's only 2 of us in here.
Take a
Imagine being the take a ticket guy, the worker. Oh my god, bro. He probably hates his job. Yo, take your ticket. I'm not telling you again. Just take it.
raising your voice with me, fucking
Oh, grab your ticket, Loki. Yo, I'd be like, yo, where's my ticket? That ass was my ticket, bro. He just jacks that shit. He's like, I'm out, stupid. Mephisto confirmed.
Who should we have?
I suspect the Avengers. You see, I only came into possession of the Tesseract because they traveled through time. No doubt in a last-ditch effort to stave off my ascent to God.
He's not wrong.
That's quite an accusation.
He's not
Believe
wrong.
me, you can smell the cologne of 2 Tony Starks. You speak of time.
I told you time moves differently in the TVA.
Damn, bro.
Come on, sit down.
He's rewinding him, bro. Imagine getting rewinded. That's more disrespectful than getting punched. Getting rewinded. Like, if someone rewinds you, I'd be like, yo, that's beast. You're bugging.
I specialize in the pursuit of dangerous variants.
Like myself.
No particularly dangerous variants. You're just a little pussycat.
Wow.
I got a set of questions for you. Answer them honestly.
Why she Loki feeling this though? Like,
You better be ready.
damn, Loki was DB Cooper confirmed.
You weren't born to be king, Loki. You were born to cause pain and suffering and death. That's how it is. That's how it was. That's how it will be. All so that others can achieve their best versions of themselves.
Damn. Why he doing him like this?
How do you not know what a fish is?
I lived my entire life behind a desk.
But what difference does it make?
I want to know exactly what I'm being threatened with before I comply.
Death. Violent, painful death.
Okay.
What? Infinity Stones? How do you have these?
What?
Oh, we actually got a lot of those. Yeah, some of the guys use them as paperweights.
What? Bro, what? What are you talking about? So the Infinity Wars ain't shit? The Infinity Stones ain't shit?
You know, maybe you're not so bad after all, brother.
Maybe not.
Thank you. If you're here, I might even give you a hug.
I'm here.
Damn, that's dope. Oh, he's gonna see himself get killed? Yup. Damn. So this episode is just basically what Loki has done in the MCU. It's a recap.
What's so funny?
Glorious purpose.
Yo, she really not buns. What's up? Oh, oh, damn. Ay. So she is buns.
That's not how I see it. You try to use that?
Oh, several times. Even an infinity stone is useless here. TVA is formidable.
That's been my experience.
Damn, son.
Fugitive variant's been killing our Minutemen.
And you need the God of Mischief to help you stop them.
That's right.
I'm with this shit. I'm with this.
The variant we're hunting is you.
I beg your pardon?
Ooh.
Figured out.
Oh, shit! Oh, what? So y'all motherfuckers could do all this time shit and get fucked up by some fire? I'm digging it. I'm definitely digging it though. I can't even hold y'all. Can't and won't even hold y'all. Dope. I really liked it. A couple of things that we could touch on in our review. So guys, make sure you stay tuned for that. But overall, I was definitely invested. Let me know what y'all thought, and yeah, come through and chill. Welcome back, y'all. Episode 120. What's going on? This and
Yes,
like
sir.
I said in the reaction, this is the one everyone's been waiting for. Everyone's like, "Yo, I can't wait for the next Marvel Studios Disney Plus show to come on so they can talk about it." That's it, and here we are. We're here again. Ever since Falcon and Winter Soldier ended, that's felt like forever, right? Falcon and
It
Winter
does,
Soldier.
right? Yeah, I was about to say, like, when I was watching, I was like, or getting ready to watch, I was like, this kind of feels like weird. Like, I feel like I haven't seen something from them in so long, even though it's only been like a month.
Yeah, and it's also weird because it dropped on a fucking Wednesday.
Super weird.
Yo,
Dude,
Brian
the
was
fact
like,
that
what?
I was like, what do you guys
Loki?
talk? I didn't even know it was
Yeah,
it was
yes.
Wednesday today, bro.
He literally in the chat. Wait, what's going on today? He says that Ariel says
That got
the
me
gif of
mad
Loki.
nervous.
He says the gif of Loki, and Brian's like, I don't get it.
He's like, Loki, okay,
Oh
cool.
wait, he
Let's
sent a
set it
gif
up.
of Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
But yeah, y'all, we're here. Myself, Mark, Brian, welcome. Eunice just landed somewhere, I think New York, but he's been traveling. He's been going places. Ariel is recovering. We're almost there, y'all. Like I said before the reaction, the five of us are almost back together at the studio.
We're close.
I said let's give it another month or so, and I think that's when we'll all be in the studio together. Maybe even shorter.
Yeah.
Like all of us, right? Like Eunice.
Yeah, every single one of us. Like the five.
But I think we could all be in the studio like in less than a month.
I actually might be there next week.
Excluding Eunice. Because I know Eunice. Yeah, because he's going to be out for a while, right?
Oh, is he? Oh my God, I don't even know. I don't care.
I don't know. I'm just.
No,
it just sounds like he is.
He should be back next Wednesday.
I hope so. Yeah, he should.
How was the?
I hope so.
How was the reaction, Junior?
It was dope. I just instead of doing it like through the phone, I just did it through the webcam, through my webcam. Because I'm like, fuck it, I have a nice webcam. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna fucking utilize this shit.
Oh, so you were like,
I just watched it on Disney Plus on my laptop because I'm like, at first I was like, I kind of do want to put it on this 4K TV though. That would be kind of nice. But I'm like, I watch a bunch of other shows on my 4K TV.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do it like this because it's so much easier and it's already uploaded for Eunice or Ariel to edit. So it was much better, much easier.
That's awesome.
But it was lit. When I started the episode, I was just like, because remember what I told you guys? I think before the first trailer had dropped, I was like, I could care less about this show. I'm like, we don't really need more Loki. I feel like they're just completely overusing him. And then y'all showed me the trailer, and I was like, this looks kind of heat. And first episode comes up, and I'm like, that was kind of cool.
right off the bat, like, what do you guys think? Like, I know obviously Junior, you liked it, so Mark.
Mark, why'd you hate it?
Yeah, Mark, why'd you hate it?
Throwback.
I didn't hate it. The beginning started kind of. I was just kind of bored. But once it got to the point where he got to like that like interrogation type room where he was like once he got out of the court scene or whatever
with Owen Wilson's
with Owen
character.
Wilson, then the episode really became amazing.
You
for me.
know
really,
what's funny?
I loved it from that point.
I love that he
like
that he was able to see his future too. Like I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, no, show him dying. Like I can't wait for him
Yeah.
to see him die. And they kind of like were like teasing it, and then they finally did it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
No, Mark, it's funny you point that out because the second where Owen Wilson's character, Mobius, that is his name, the second Mobius was like, oh, damn, really? It was just starting to get good. I was like, yeah, it was. I was like, what the fuck? It was really starting to get good.
And it got really deep too, man. It was like, oh, like
yes.
he's digging to the core of Loki and like how he's actually a reluctantly good person.
Right.
Like
deep down, and Loki even admitted himself. And I'm glad they did this whole thing because Loki was just like, Owen Wilson's character was like, oh, you're very self-aware. You're self-aware that you don't just kill people to kill people. You have a reason to do it because you feel like it's the right thing right now to get to the point that you want to get to. But
I like how he said it's more than that. It's like an illusion. It's all part of his character.
He's not a cruel person in reality.
By nature. Right.
Yeah. He's like
no. Cruel.
no. I mean like let me put it like this. I think he gives up that illusion that he's such a bad guy, a villain, like this, like that, this and the other, because he wants the illusion of control. Like if I'm holding a gun to your head and I say, hey, give me your money, but the gun's not loaded.
Give me your money, punk.
But you don't know that. I have the illusion of control. You know what I mean? Like I look.
Yeah, but he's actually killing people. That's why I was like, but I still like.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, he is still killing people, and obviously yes, but like he did say like I don't enjoy it. Like that's not like I don't want to kill people. Like,
it looked like he did because that was.
I forgive him. I forgive him.
I forgive him. I don't.
But I mean, I see it.
I feel for him.
No,
so guys,
bro.
I'm like totally kidding about that. Like,
Team Loki.
Team Loki.
Team Loki.
Yo, so can we talk about something? And this is the thing I wanted to talk about the most. And the reason why I'm bringing it up so early is because, well, this episode pretty much, and I said in the reaction, was just a recap of Loki in the MCU and what he's done, and it just basically sets up who the villain is, which is just another version of Loki.
It's Mephisto.
Right.
When they showed the church window.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, it's Mephisto.
That's what I said.
It's funny because they had to confirm he is not in the show. Like they just came out and said it.
Yeah.
Just to let people know.
But what was I gonna say? So to me, what this whole episode just showed me is that the Infinity Stones ain't shit. They ain't hot ass. Dude just had a drawer full of them.
It's paperweights.
They're literally paperweights. And yo, I like how they don't even have the same glow.
Right. They just look like just regular fucking things that you bring to work, I guess.
They look like the fucking rocks that like Vic collects and keeps by her bed.
Right. Like fucking like horoscope rocks. That's exactly what those look like.
Horoscope rocks.
But I'm just like, what are y'all telling me right now? And I'm glad they sort of did that because it kind of shows how strong the timekeepers and time variants really are. Because I'm like, wow, even he said I tried to use the Tesseract in here. That shit was not budging. Like this shit just
He's like, I tried
work.
multiple times.
And I'm just like, wow. So like these timekeepers must be legit. And then I actually really did enjoy that history lesson of what's it called, Miss Minute, kind of introducing us to how it works and like the little like thing that they show, like, oh, this is, you went on the wrong path and this is what happened when you did. And I'm like, okay, cool.
And I love how they address the fact that the Avengers travel back in time, and
Yes.
Loki's like, "Yo, what about them?"
Word.
Yeah,
He was like, yo,
because I was
in the
I-
reaction.
How
he
does he
said
know
it.
that anyway?
Right.
well, no, because he said I could smell the cologne on two Tony Starks. Like I know, like he noticed. He just peeped it. He was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
like okay, and he just kept it to himself because he had that mouthpiece on, because he couldn't say anything.
Right.
But like, I was wondering in the course, I was like, yo, there's no way that they're not gonna mention the Avengers, right? I was like, that would be like the most
absurd
annoying
thing.
I would have been so not and like I would have been a little annoyed. That would definitely would have been a flaw for me in the episode if they didn't mention that at all. Like,
Yeah, they even mentioned my boy Phil Coulson, bro.
Yeah, but yo,
Yeah,
but they didn't
dude,
mention
they
the
know
fact
everything.
that he came back to life and led the Agents of
Well,
Shield
that's
for all
not
these years.
that's not
Nah, it's
canon. That's
bro.
not
It's canon. I
canon.
don't want
That's
to hear
not
it. I
canon.
don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it as canon. But no, I was so happy about that. And when you guys check out the reaction, I literally said it because when he was like, so what about the Avengers? Like, oh, he's got a good point. Like, they're fucking up with time right now. And she was like, nah, they were supposed to do that. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
so y'all telling me y'all knew about this whole shit? Like, y'all knew it was about to go down? And
Yo, but what about the Legends of Tomorrow?
that's DC, bro. Them
That's the
motherfuckers
first
is
thing I thought
ass.
of, bro.
Yo, remember when that first season of that show came out? But it's like, oh my god! And then after like 3 seasons, everybody's like, okay, cool. Like,
After
every
like
CW
two-
show, every CW show, it's exactly the same. After the first 2 seasons, it's ass.
Ass.
damn. Sorry, Eunice. But
He knows it
He
too.
agrees.
Nah,
he
does know
agrees.
it. But yeah, at that point, I was like, dope. Like they're tying this whole thing. And Feige Dike said this is the MCU show that's gonna tie in the most with like the multiverse and like all the stuff that they're about to do in the films. But again, I'm keeping expectations real low because I'm not trying to get fucking Ralph Bonard like from WandaVision. So I'm not even gonna, but I do that, and that's why I sort of all 3 of these shows so far have had their own real vibe, right? And I was really digging this one. I was just like,
The music,
yeah,
the sound,
dude,
like
the
the
soundtrack, yeah.
Oh
like
god!
his
And at
li-
the
his
end too, I
theme-
kept the end credits going. I was
Oh,
like, yo,
yeah?
this shit is fire. This shit was nice.
So my thing is they're chasing after him, right? Do you guys think it's Lady Loki that they're chasing? Like that's gonna be the villain instead of Tom Hiddleston as another version of Loki? Or is it gonna be
Oh,
like
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was done with my question.
I really have no clue who this. Like,
Yeah,
I have a feeling.
no,
I have a feeling it's not actually Loki chasing himself. I feel like it's somebody else. But like, when it comes to who, I have no clue. I don't really know like much about this kind of realm of Marvel comics that much. When it comes to like Loki and his.
So here
side
is
characters.
the definition of Lady Loki. Lady Loki was created when Loki took over the human body meant for Lady Sif after the events of Ragnarok, hoping for a fresh start. So I wonder if in another timeline, like Ragnarok actually happened. It was funny because we were talking about Ragnarok today in the chat because Taika Waititi said that Thor 4 is going to be even funnier and even more, off the rails than Ragnarok was, and I can't wait to get to talking about that because, how people say, and I can accept that when people are just like, I don't like the way, Zach directs, this and that, nothing against him, just don't like the way he directs his movie. Cool with that.
If they don't like it,
cool.
Then I'm sure
That's how I'm with Taika. I'm sorry, I just don't like his style. I just like at least for Thor. At least for Thor. I didn't like the way.
Is that right? Who's like the main guy for Loki?
Tom Hiddleston. Oh,
Wait,
what are you
what?
talking about? Directing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The director for this is Kate Herron. Herron? So
She
shout
did
out.
a really good job. I like her style of like it kind of felt like just like how it was cut, like just like and shot. It felt like it looked pretty cool.
She's known for Sex Education, which came out in 2019, 5 by 5 in 2017, and Daybreak, which is a Netflix original in 2019. So, and she is directing all 6 episodes of Loki. So there are 6 episodes, guys. So she's directing all of that. She has a couple of credits here and there. Nothing like too crazy. This is probably, well, Sex Education, I guess. Yeah, would probably be her big breakthrough moment because that show like kind of popped off. I remember my sister asked if I watched it. So there's that. But now Loki, definitely she's entering in a whole new sort of like
stratosphere.
yeah, 100% because especially the fans and all that. So, but definitely, I mean, again, so I wonder if it is Lady Sif that is the main villain, if it's a alternate version of the Ragnarok that did take place in the comics, and he tried to get into Lady Sif's body, didn't work out,
Right.
and it's Lady Loki now. I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, she is pretty much confirmed to be in it. It's not like it was a spoiler.
Right.
Well, technically, like it showed someone sitting down. A lot of people thought it was Black Widow because like they had blonde hair, but then everybody was just like, no, that's Lady Loki. So everybody was just like, oh, okay. What if it is Black Widow? It's just like
Lady.
What if do you think they're gonna do like a Savitar type thing where you're not gonna find out who they are until like the finale?
I don't know because this is like
I kind of don't want them to do that.
I typed in Lady Sith.
Star Wars lit.
Why would that be Lady Sith? I'm confused.
Well,
no, it was
the comics.
Yeah, in the comics, Loki tries to replace Lady Sif's body, but instead, no, he tries to get back in. I have to explain this again. Was created when Loki took over the human body meant for Lady Sif after the events of Ragnarok, hoping for a fresh start. Like that's how Lady Loki was pretty much created, like in the comics here. And so what I'm thinking is this is actually just Lady Loki from an alternate universe where the events of that Ragnarok actually happened, because obviously Ragnarok and the one that we saw was completely different.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying. Oh, look at that. Charlie from Emergency Awesome tweeted, can't wait for the Lady Loki Agatha All Along memes. Oh, Charles. Can't get enough of Charles. I know Mark can, but I can't. But I mean, I think that's the case, Mark. I don't think they're gonna reveal her or him in the last episode. I think it'll probably be not next one, probably third, midway through, or the fourth.
I think by next one, to be honest. At least I think we'll see him. I don't think they're gonna reveal who it actually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it'd be good mid-season. And then the next episode can be literally just be about building his or her backstory, whichever one it would be. And then 5 and 6 just be like, oh, okay, here we go. And then plot picks up and you start seeing shit happen.
What do you guys think their motive is though? Because they're going around killing the Minutemen, right? Which they call themselves like the actual people that go out on the field and find all these anomalies. And it was really funny because there's certain times in shows where you're just like, I guess you have to have this in there. Like moments where Loki was like trying to use his powers like in the courtroom, like when he was being, I was like, oh, of course. Like, of course he's going to try. Like, you've been in there how long, dude? You know your powers aren't working. Like, you don't think they know your powers aren't going to work here? Like, I'm like, whatever. Sure. Things like that.
I agree with that.
When they went to scoop him up and he was about to fight them, and I was like, dude, they just rolled up on you. Like, they clearly know what they're about to do. Like, you better shut up. When they decimated that guy, I was just like, yo, you better get that fucking ticket. He was looking for his ticket. I was like, I think Tom Hiddleston, just a phenomenal actor. So, he did what he had to do, and then him and Owen Wilson, their chemistry, their little banter.
He killed it, man. He's so wholesome and just such a sweetheart.
Right. And like their little therapy session, I was like, this is great. Yeah. I'm like, I need more of this. So continue with that. That was definitely one of the highlights of the episodes. And again, not much action, not much going on. But nonetheless, we kind of get a sense of now, okay, we have the timekeepers. We have these time variants, and we have a loose Loki who's just out there murking. And
loose Loki.
Loose Loki. The only thing, besides all the cliche stuff, that I'm not gonna knock it for. And I guess this at the end, like they just get lit on fire. I'm like, you guys can mess with time, but you just get fucking lit up. Like y'all have no sort of like,
I can
oh
tell.
shit.
I could tell that they're going to be only as strong as the writing wants them to be. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you can't.
As the Minutemen, right?
I could tell
themselves.
they're way too strong to like in reality. They're way too strong for like one person to just keep fucking with, like, especially if they have like little to no powers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because that's the thing. They were able to contain
it's not like it's
Loki really well. And even
but I think it's
because
Loki like had no idea what they were capable of. Maybe this person that they're going up against is a very well,
definitely, yeah.
So maybe that could just be it. You know, I mean, like you lit them up on fire, but they didn't see that coming.
They did not.
I think in terms along motive, I guess. I mean, if you said if the villain is Lady Loki,
we know it's a form of Loki,
right?
That's confirmed.
Something
confirmed from the first episode. Some form of Loki.
Some form of Loki, whatever. Mm-hmm. So whichever version, whatever, the motive maybe could be, if they are from an alternate timeline where Ragnarok did destroy Asgard or whatever, and everyone died except maybe that person. Maybe they're like, oh, how come this one gets to, like, how come they get to live and do all this other stuff? Like, why is my timeline not good enough? Maybe so they're trying to take revenge on the people who made that timeline, aka the whatever. So there could be that. It could also be like, they're like, oh, a god of mischief isn't a god of mischief if everything is predetermined. There's no mischief in that really for them, so maybe like trying to take them out somehow.
I feel like it's gonna be such a mind fuck of a series if they go the route that I want them to, because if we're dealing with two Lokis now, one chasing another, you know how much like mischief there should be in this. You know how many like you think it's going one way and then you're like, what the fuck? How did we end up here? Like, how did this even happen? You know what I mean? So
I don't know if y'all said anything about it already, but like, whoever this is obviously is capable of traveling through time.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they're stealing the time bombs or whatever they're called.
Yeah, they could be using that, right?
They must be using that maybe to like.
It's like a time reset or a reset.
No, resetting is killing them. I think their time bombs are set up.
They're basically eliminating that universe.
You think?
Yeah, that's what she explained. Like they cancel a branch, so that shit's done.
Oh, that's what those little brain things do. Okay.
Yeah, because the branch, like, remember we were showing, like, you had the main.
When it strays away.
And when it strays away, there are branches, so they just trim it. So they're done. That world's over. That universe is done. So they're dead.
It was sort of like the Ancient One was explaining it.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Oh wow. So meaning those people that went to see him in the beginning of the episode when he was in where was he in? When he landed? It wasn't Morocco. Mongolia. So they're done? Like they set that thing there and that universe is done now?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it's not just them, it's
the universe.
That's like the Thanos snap on steroids. On steroids.
Okay, I see. Let me ask y'all something. Would y'all rather get punched or rewinded?
Rewinded, yeah.
Because you'd rather get rewinded? The fact that he kept doing that to that lady. Remember when he was messing with the thing and he kept like rewinding her, like going, like shifting her back in time or like shifting her somewhere else?
You said once. I just get a quick rewind. I want to know how that feels. I get punched any day.
Like, yo, just hit me, bro. I could take it. Like, it's fine. Got you. Okay.
Not that it's fine. It's just that it's realistic.
Nah, I would not want. I would rather get punched, dude. I would not want to keep rewinding. Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, if dude just kept doing that to me.
I love that he did that.
Yeah, he was just like fucking frustrated with everything. And he's like, "Fuck you! I'm taking out on this."
Right, but all right. So what do you guys? What is the expectation for the next week and also, for the series as a whole, do you guys think it has that sort of potential to be one of your favorite Marvel properties? Or where do you guys from? I know it's still early. We've only seen 45 minutes of an episode because that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
So I know, and especially with the episode that we just got, it's sort of hard to really dictate. But to me, I really like the vibe. I really like the whole time thing going on. I'm a big fan of just time and like time manipulation. So to me, that's what sort of intrigued me the most, and especially adding Loki, who has magic. So that is like, wow, magic with time. Like it could be a recipe for success, but it could also be a recipe for disaster. So.
I mean, I think it has potential to be the best Marvel show, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, like the just in the realm of possibilities. I mean, like
so Daredevil ain't shit. Huh?
I mean, it could. I mean, I'm just saying,
I
like
mean,
Marvel
Daredevil
show. I
doesn't
mean,
count.
yeah, I mean MCU show. That's what I mean.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
I had a thought and I lost it because of you.
Oh, because of me.
Blame it on June.
I know, right?
Yeah, because he just said, "Oh, Daredevil and shit."
It has the potential for sure to be the best MCU
Yes.
movie. I got that feeling. For
Yes,
sure.
yes, because the episodes, because of the time aspect, you can literally go and change the setting every single episode. So it doesn't feel. It feels like a new show kind of every single episode. It's gonna be pretty cool. So I think that
It's like Legends of Tomorrow.
Right, but with a better
Except it's
budget,
better. Yeah.
actors, and better villains. So I just hope, I hope they don't, take any, what I would deem a stupid route. I hope not, but we'll see.
Right. So I want to read some IMDb comments now because I know that's my favorite portion
Yes, I know.
of these shows. Yes. And I just want to ask y'all something. Do you think throughout, so we've seen Loki now in the first Thor, we've seen him in the first Avengers, right? He was the main villain in the first Avengers, Thor: The Dark World, Thor: Ragnarok, Infinity War, and Endgame, right? We've seen him 6 times prior to
he was an Endgame?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Besides that, yeah. Flashback, yeah.
Like this is the Loki from Endgame, 2012 Loki.
Well, he's technically from Avengers 1, yes.
Right.
Well, technically.
Right. So do you guys think we've gotten
Make your own stream?
Do you guys think we've gotten a good character development for him already? With those, yeah? Okay. So now when I
it was like a fast forwarded version of everything that he's been through. So he's kind of like, if anything, he's like the guy that died in Infinity War. You know what I mean?
Right. So, yeah, I think I'm glad he's not like, because it seems like he definitely when he saw everything, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody asked him a question and he's like, "What are you doing here?" or something, or "What are you doing?" And he's like finding or he said some line, but he had like a sinister type face and a sinister tone that made me kind of feel like, did he take that the right way, or is he now more motivated than ever? Like I just kind of felt like, which I liked. I did like that because I thought it would have been a little like rushed, even like just for him to be like, okay, I'm good, I'm ready to help people now.
Yeah.
Especially since it's 2012 Loki, so it's like, I would buy it if it was like the Loki from Infinity War who died. I would buy that in a second. Okay, cool. But like, you can't take a 2012 Loki and just be like, hey, just to fucking pile on all this shit, and then he just like mentally processes it perfectly, and he's like, all right, I'm ready to help people now. Like that would have been like.
He also realized that Infinity Stones ain't shit there, and he questioned like, is this
right?
This is the higher power. Like this is it.
Yeah. It kind of gave you the feeling that he wants to
see what he can do with this.
He wants to rule that. So he's like, all right, let me be a sad boy.
I think it was a little bit of both. I think like
Yeah.
I like where you guys are going with that because like at the end of it, he could just be like, all right, cool. Fuck y'all. I know what y'all about. I'm about to take over this bitch and fuck with your
Exactly.
time. Imagine Loki is just like the next big villain. He's like the next Thanos of like the MCU. He's like the big villain of it all. And we're just like, oh, okay. No, you already did this, but sure.
What if it's a future Loki that's fucking everything up? Like he's trying to take over the time police or whatever. So
Yeah.
he's
maybe the knowledge he acquired here
exactly
is
that's
the
what I'm
one
saying.
that's over there trying to fuck shit up. Damn, boom, mind blown. I like it, Mark. Confirmed.
Yeah, which time police is better? The TVA or the one from Umbrella Academy?
I haven't watched Umbrella Academy still.
Nah, from this episode so far, like they seem like they have shit like on lock. Like because remember when Loki was like, wait, but why didn't y'all didn't really interfere when I was DB Cooper? Shout out to that DB Cooper reference. When he was hijacking the plane, and then Owen Wilson's character was just like, it's not really how it works. And I'm just like, even though they didn't explain it, I think how it works, just like you just stole you just hijacked the plane, stole some money,
that was all supposed to happen,
right?
They literally set everything that has happened,
right?
Like if you find it's like, oh well, how come this happened? Because they said it was going to happen,
right?
Like. There is no.
They also don't know the past; they know the future. They know how everything ends. So they
Well, and he did say Mobius did say like time does work differently here. It's just like it just seems like it's more linear, right, than anything else. Just like this is all they're Dr. Manhattans. There was a Watchmen reference. I don't know if it was a Watchmen reference, obviously, but like there was like a poster, and what did it say again? It and it just reminded me of like who watches the Watchmen. Oh, I think it was "Are you watching?" ? And then or something like that. And I was like, it might not be like a specific Watchmen reference, but we're dealing with time.
It just reminded you that,
right?
Yeah.
So
I think it does. This show does pose an interesting question of philosophy type things, where it's like, are you making choices based on your own free will, or is it there's some there some predetermined thing?
Even the subtlety of being like, "Are you a robot?" He's like, "No." He's like, "I don't think I'm a robot," and like now he's questioning himself because
so it's like, all right, thanks for confirming. Just step on through.
Right.
So it's like, oh,
what would happen if I was? It's like, oh, you just be fucked. But yeah. So right, it's always that notion of, and I like that they did this because every iteration we've sort of seen of Loki, it always seems like he's sort of in control, like he knows what he's doing.
The illusion of control.
Right, exactly. So the MCU is aware of it, Loki's aware of it, everyone's aware of it. You are just pretending that you have it all under control. Or maybe they're trying to fixate in our heads that he thinks he has it all under control when he doesn't, but in reality, he actually does. And it's going to loop back around. It's going to be like, boom, Loki.
That's what I was thinking too.
Like, going back to what we were discussing, where, yes, I think he could be using them as like, oh, like you guys are the higher power. Everything you just showed me is still all fake, that none of that happens. Or in another sense, I think realistically, he does believe all that. He's like, wow, my mother did get clapped. Probably was my fault. Thanos did fucking kill me. And these stones ain't shit. And now he's sort of like, I like that moment where he's just sitting there with the Tesseract and just sort of just contemplating everything. It's just sort of like, damn, like, okay, cool. And then Owen Wilson's character offers him, he's like, I could offer you something better than salvation. I'm like, wow. Like that to me, and especially, you know,
it says always watching.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad. I'm trying to look for it. And it's funny because it kind of looks like Dr. Manhattan, kind of.
There you go. Maybe it is a reference. Who knows? But like that scene too, like him talking about, you know, almost his character, he's talking to a god, right? Quote unquote God. And he's like, I could offer you something better than salvation. Like, you're offering a god something better than salvation? Like, that's insane.
He ain't shit. Yeah.
Right. Throughout this whole thing, I'm like, wow, he's really like making Loki not be shit. He's Mobius is like, yep, cool, dude. Like cool.
He's like, honestly, I'm a fan.
Right.
He's just like that, like, I don't know. It's just
he's like, dude,
you ain't shit, bro.
I see it. Yeah. Like, you are the least of my problems right now. Like you really, well, technically you are the biggest problem I have, but not you specifically. Another you.
Yeah.
So
I we were talking about him like when he got away or like was trying to get out.
mhm.
Like they were like kind of looking at him for like a lost child. They weren't on like DEFCON 8
Right, they're like,
because they were
lockdown.
like locked
Everybody
down.
locked
It's
down.
like he's
Right.
like, well, where'd he go? He couldn't have gone far.
Right.
Like a lost.
They have it under control even
Yeah,
when
they're just
like
like
things
it'll
don't
be
seem
fine.
under
Like
control.
yeah, exactly. I was like that's how you know that they're fucking legit and
Right.
they're fucking. So I mean, whoever this version of Loki is, I mean, hope there's a good reason for him to be giving them this much trouble. Like
Or she.
or she.
Yeah, I agree. I think if the motive's there, this could definitely pan out to be a
An
a
ability.
dope. Right. But all right, I'm gonna read 3 bad reviews
God.
here. So
Yes, go.
we have this first one, right? Loki takes this is a 2 out of a 10. Loki takes a character without most of his development and attempts to make us care for him by using predictable, quote unquote, emotional beats. That's the reason why I asked you guys. You feel like we've gotten character development for Loki within those 6 movies,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
especially the last line, and that's why when the show was announced, I was sort of like, do we really need it? Because his last line ever in the MCU would have been, to Thor saying, obviously this is not verbatim, but the sun will shine on us once again, brother. Or something like that, right? Something along those lines. Something real dope. Something like, shit.
His last lines was "You'll never be a god."
Oh,
instead of
true
saying,
too.
"Not just that."
That's also true.
That was his last
But I'm saying, like, imagine him
His
like,
last line to Thor, yeah, was
Right.
like, "The sun will shine on us again, brother." That's what he said.
and then that brings something here to me too now. Like him saying that to Thanos is like, you'll never be a god. He knows from experience because he's like, I was never a god, dude. Like, you're not gonna get what you want. That's not how this is gonna work out. And okay, cool. So then the guy continues. The concept of the TVA and the timekeepers is strange, but not in the mysterious type of way. More the why is that ? Sort of way. Don't know what that means. Stupid answer. 6 out of 10. Another overrated Disney show. Is this becoming a trend? The story ? At the beginning, it seemed a comic show. Then it became absurd with the copy and paste of Star Wars set. Really no effort from Disney about it. I still have to figure out if this show has some sense or not, especially this absurd part of the show. Anything else was decent, but the comic parts hit a wrong tone in my opinion. As always, Disney shows are overrated. I really can't comprehend this situation. What?
I don't even know what to say to that.
Not right. The last one. 1 out of 10. Wisread 30 minutes. Think he meant wasted. Typed in Wisread. I could not finish the first episode. The
he didn't finish
directors
it, okay.
and the producers should be made to pay for this garbage from their pockets. I hate to see good character story arcs ruined. Okay.
I would love to know what moment was he like, I'm done.
I'm done.
Like
yeah.
I can't watch this. It's not even a full hour, right? It's like 40 or 50.
It's 51 minutes, but probably 7 to 8 of those are
Yeah.
credits.
Yeah,
so
like,
we
well,
could say above 40 minutes. It was above 40-minute episode.
Like 40, probably about 45 minutes.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
I think you'll be all right. Like, it's like, stop acting like it's so dramatic. Like, oh my God, it's so terrible.
They're acting like the
my
Flash.
God.
He's had to
was
watch
breakdancing.
Fantastic Four, bro. He'll be fine.
Exactly, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
So the episode, as of right now, stands at a 9.1 out of 10 on IMDb out of 4,481 reviews. So majority of the people did enjoy it. Gentlemen,
That's fair.
what are your ratings for this episode? And remember, for TV shows, we do lettered ratings. So let me hear them.
Can I go first? Because I got to go.
Please.
I'm going to give it an A.
Nice.
Loved
Solid
it.
start. Solid start.
Yeah.
Love to hear that. Brian, we'll see you next Wednesday. You'll be here, right?
Yeah, I'm here. Now we're doing this every Wednesday, right? So
Yeah, every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Loki Wednesdays.
Yo.
Yo. What you doing this Wednesday? Yo, keep it low key.
Yo, it's low key.
Stop. I'll actually be in the studio, so I'll be there.
For next
'Cause I'll
Wednesday?
be, yeah.
Damn. I said you could come. What you doing here?
Shut up. No, because
Cool.
I'm gonna be there. I'm in New York anyway because I'm gonna be visiting the office there.
Hey, dope.
Finally, so after that I can just go right over.
Sounds good to me. I'll be here.
And then
I hope so.
I hope so. I'll probably just. I mean, if it's okay, I can maybe stay over and then work there from there next day and then go home.
Nah.
No. I bet.
I'm gonna see if I could stream my reaction or something.
Yeah.
Whether it's on Twitch or our YouTube channel.
Dope.
Yeah. Go. Yeah. Do a live. YouTube live.
Go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll
holla at you then, Brim.
Ladies.
Don't forget to.
Mark, what would you give it?
I want to say like a B plus, A minus. I'm gonna go B plus because the beginning was for me until they got to
the interrogation room.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
The beginning was up until then.
I'll give it that solid. I was giving it that same treatment, B plus, A minus. Really, no sort of like flaws where I'm just like, dude, really? Like,
yeah,
really?
right. I don't think I was rolling my eyes. I was just kind of
right. I think the concept that they're going for is really entertaining. It could lead to great things, and I look forward to seeing where they take Loki's character arc now. Imagine for the rest of like the MCU is just him working at the TVA as like an employee. That would be pretty dope. And like we only really see him, but now this begs the question, right? And I'll leave us off with this. This kind of begs the question now. The Infinity Stones were up for us for 20 plus films, the higher entity, right? Like you collect all of these, and you
within
are like
40 minutes, they just made it look so pussy. It's crazy.
Right. So how strong are these timekeepers then? Like, obviously, rhetorical question. Like, it's just more in the sense of like, I wonder how they're going to, because that's a big move what they just did, right? Like Feige had to probably sign off on that and be like, "Yep, we're just gonna make the Infinity Stones worthless."
I like that though because it's like,
but it's more along the lines. I feel like what they did here was just showing us like, hey, the Infinity Saga is over. Like,
exactly. There's more powerful shit. Like there's more powerful shit on the way. Like there's like because then they could just be like, oh, well, how come Galactus didn't just get all the Infinity Stones and then just make everyone do what he wants or something? You know what I mean? So it's a perfect way to just say, we're done with that. Don't worry about that. Where no one's gonna go back and find the Tesseract, go back in time and find the Tesseract and get all the Infinity Stones. That's all done.
Yeah.
So that was smart. That was a smart way to just say, hey, we're done. Cool.
Right. Because then people go like, wait, but what if they got the no? It doesn't matter because the timekeepers took care of that already. It's literally in someone's desk at work.
I think they're not really. I think they're only powerless like in that space. Right?
No. Of course, like they still hold power.
But the timekeepers are dumb powerful to make them powerless.
Right. They're so aware of how powerful they are that they're like, yeah, we could just overpower this. We can do this.
Yeah.
So now the thing, that's what I'm saying. The thing is, especially if this is gonna be the show that leads the most to what's about to happen, right? Because if we're about to get into the multiverse, that means some shit breaks off. Where
apparently they said that they sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
They said that this is gonna have the most effect.
Right.
On the MCU.
Right. Exactly.
Out of the shows that have happened so far.
Right, DK Feige said that. So it's just like some shit. Like I'm expecting some shit to really like pop off. Then for them to be like, wow, like we need to get involved because time is fucked up right now. Because all they've been preaching to us, right? They preached it to us in Endgame, and they preached it to us here now, right? Where it's just like they're in a linear timeline. It's perfect. All set. And now if we're saying multiverse, that's probably meaning, or unless, do you think they mean it in two different senses? Like there's still this timeline and there's a multiverse within that one timeline, or it's just like, no, if this breaks off now, this is a different timeline, so that makes multiverse. That's how I perceive it.
No, I perceived it as there's a multiverse already, but they've just had this is the secret timeline is just for everything.
Got it.
This
Okay.
is like I think if you dug in, then you could see their individual timelines.
Got you. They're just showing you in this multiverse, it's run by this one timeline, all simultaneously.
I could be wrong, but that's what I thought.
No, yeah. I feel you. I definitely saw that too. That's why I asked. I was just like, like, is that what they're hinting at? Because then if one breaks off and then another breaks off and they keep breaking off, and it's just like, wow, a multiverse has been created. Or if the multiverses already exist and, there's just something that, well, it does. No, you're right, it does, because they've already mentioned it in Doctor Strange, the first one. The Ancient One mentioned it.
Yep.
Unless she knows something the time variant. We'll find out. We're not going to go on and theorize because we always do this. Right. And then it just leads to disappointment. But yeah, guys, I mean, let us know what you thought in the comments. I am still doing the Wonder Woman giveaway. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I have been so lazy with it.
He just keeps watching it, guys.
I opened it. I've been sitting down and watching it day in and day out, but I will do it. I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to set a reminder.
Okay, no, just do it. Do it tonight.
No, I don't got it. It's late. I'm not doing it tonight.
All right.
It's so late to throw a dart at a board and record myself doing it.
It takes 2 seconds to turn your computer to the left and just throw the dart.
Yo, should I just do it right now?
Well, you have to get the numbers and then all the stuff.
So I can't do it right now.
So next Wednesday.
Right. So next Wednesday, guys. If I don't do it by next Wednesday, then I'm just gonna have to keep it.
He's gonna buy
I'm gonna buy every single copy that's left on Amazon,
and then he's gonna ship it all to everybody.
Ship it to everyone. Everyone's a winner. But no, I definitely will do that. So sorry for the delay. But yeah, we'll be in next week to do episode 2 of Loki. Attack on Titan reviews coming very soon. Now that I could just do it through here, dude, like I'm just gonna watch it on my laptop, just do it right here.
Yeah, dude, just start doing it, bro. It's so lit.
I can just do it on the reg. Like I don't gotta worry about shit. But yeah, I'm excited to get back on that. But yeah, y'all let us know what you think. Tune in next week. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, at CWV Podcast. And yeah, come through and chill next week. We'll see y'all then.
Late.